Hey, everybody, welcome to the Jim Master Show Live Entertainment Lifestyle Variety Talk Show series. It's so good to see all your smiley faces. How's everybody doing today? If you're having a good day, that's fantastic. We're going to make it even better with our extraordinary cast of characters that are joining us. Boy, do we have an incredible cast of incredible talents, creators, actors, actresses, performers extraordinaire who are joining us in just a second. They are the cast and stars and creators of the new sitcom Ben and Tony. Yes, and we have lots of great guests joining us in just a second. First, we always like to quickly check in with our viewers. Hope your day is going well. If it's not going well, stick right here. You know, this is the place for entertainment, inspiration, lots of great vibes, positive vibes, and so much more as we present to you once again another fresh, live, invigorating episode of the Jim Master Show Live Entertainment Lifestyle Variety Talk Show series. Can we add anything more to that title? A feel-good show is what it is. Last night, Lucy Arnaz was with us. Did you see that episode? The day before, Joanna Gleason was with us. Prior to that, Michael Leonard. Yes, another brilliant actress, you know, from the Waltons and so many others. Check those episodes out. So nice to have you guys here. Busy day for me. I was on the air all day on radio. We had 2 TV shoots as well. Tomorrow, the same thing. And tomorrow we have 2 episodes of the Jim Master Show Live for you guys to enjoy. Our lovely squad, they are commenting already left and right. And when you see me looking this way, it's not that I don't see that the camera is there. I know the camera's there. I know you're there. I'm looking at our JMS Live chat room, which is filled with comments already. And we love that. These are folks that are watching live right now who want to comment. They also talk amongst themselves. They say, hello, how are the kids? Oh, I had some chicken cutlets for dinner tonight, whatever it is. They talk amongst themselves. They say hello. It's part of our in-house chat room here. Now, if you would like to be a part of the Jim Master Show Live chat group, you can be. All you have to do is subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's the channel you're watching right now, where we house almost 700 episodes of the Jim Master Show Live Entertainment Lifestyle Variety Talk Show series. Hit that red button you just saw. That's right. There's no cost for that. You just hit that red button, subscribe. That allows us to then welcome you into the Jim Master Show family. Again, there's no cost for that. Don't forget to click that notification bell. There's a little notification bell icon next to that red subscribe button. Very important. That way there, when you click that, you'll never miss any of our episodes, live episodes, on location episodes, holiday specials we've done, anniversary shows, special guests, host chat, lovity chats. I mean, we do so many different things with this series. You'll never miss any of it when you click the notification bell. And as always, don't forget to share the lovity. Give us a thumbs up like on this episode and all the ones you enjoy on the Jim Masters Show Live and the Jim Masters TV channel. Like and leave a comment for us on the YouTube channel as well underneath all the great episodes. Lots of comments built in. Wow, look at all that. We're going to take a look at some of those. So again, if you would like to chat in the JMS chat room that is available right now live, subscribe to our YouTube channel because that is a gift for the subscribers to Jim Masters TV, which is the YouTube channel in support of our series, The Jim Master Show Live. Yes, we have some amazing guests that are coming in. We've got a full house. We all just enjoyed some champagne and wonderful lobster and all kinds of things in our green room. You know, we always take care of our guests, and they're telling me how much they love the truffles, the chocolate truffles that we gave our guests as well. They're finishing up their truffles right now before they come on, and they're sipping their last sips of the champagne before our special guests join us here. Yes, it's going to be one of those shows, folks. Strap in. We're going to have some fun. I want to tell you about this amazing, amazing new sitcom that this wonderful cast and crew has put together to put smiles on our faces, sparked by the underrepresentation of older people on screen in meaningful ways, and inspired by the success of the Netflix sitcom Grace and Frankie. Of course, you know that with Jane Fonda and Lily Tomlin. With its older lead cast and multiple generation appeal, the veteran creatives are rolling out the dice that older adults are about to become Hollywood's next prize demographic. And Ben and Tony, that is what this is about. We've actually got a trailer we're going to show you as well. We have on our show seasoned stage actors, producers, directors extraordinaire, writers, a whole cast that's joining us here. And we're going to have them introduce themselves as we bring them on one by one. Faces you'll recognize, one particular face, if you're looking at the screen now, the incomparable Marianne Alda, who's a big fan of the Jim Masters Show Live. And she was with us just recently. And of course, as you know, she, of course, many years on the edge of night. She was wonderful, and she reached out to us and said, hey, I'm in Ben and Tony, and I want to be involved in the show. So we said, absolutely, hop right on, and we're so excited to have her here. So, gang, if you want to comment, feel free to do that. The chat room is open and available for all of you. We see, I think it's over 50, 60 comments there already. Thanks for your enthusiasm, your love of what we're doing here, and your support of what we're doing here as well. We always have a good time, and it's always a pleasure to join all of you. I want to bring Marianne on first because so many people love our show open, the animated graphic that we had professionally produced, and the theme music and everything sort of gets you feeling good. Now we know that expense, that amazing and exhaustive expense that we expended on that was worth it, because while that show open was playing, Marianne was doing some disco moves. I saw that. She's like, to the theme. I love it. Now we know it was worth the money. We got you dancing.
I can't help it. I hear music and I have to move.
Well, first, I wanted to welcome you first. I'm going to bring the rest of the friends on. How are you? And it's so nice to see you again. And thanks so much for popping on and reaching out to us, telling us about this incredible production, Ben and Tony, that you're involved in, my friend.
Well, thanks for having us back on. For having me back on and bringing the whole gang on. Yeah, I'm not going to tell the whole story about how this came about, because that is really Kay and Dominic Oliver's story to tell. But they reached out to me about a year ago and talked to me about this project, and they asked me if I might be. First of all, they asked my advice about something, and then they asked me if I would be interested in doing the character, and I said sure. And a year later, it all came together. They got the financing. What really excited me about this project is the way older people are portrayed. Jim, that's my jam. I'm all about changing the narrative on older people in TV and film, because so often we are the butt of the joke in the comedies. And in this comedy, it's smart, it's funny, we get to be snarky and sexy and have full lives. And I think that is wonderful. And also it's multi-generational. So there's the older generation, there are the kids, there's an assorted cast of wild and crazy characters. And it's just fun. And I feel blessed to be able to be a part of this. And so I reached out to you because this is an independent project, and a lot of people put a lot of their own money into this project, and I want to see it fly. So thank you for helping us do that. Are you there, Jim? Did I leave you? Did I lose you? Where'd you go? Oh, there's Dave. Okay.
We wanted to surprise you with our other special guests. So I'll have you sort of be my co-host with me here, Marianne. Who do we have here?
we have the amazing, I'm going to give Kay top billing Dom, because the amazing Kay Oliver, who is the better half of Dom and Kay, who are two of my we've been friends for like ever. And Dominic is a wonderful, fabulous actor. He does drama, he does comedy. He's also from New York. He's kind of a these damn those kind of guy, right, Dom?
Oh
yeah, come on, Dom. Give me a little of the old, hey, let's rock and roll, kid. I mean, I just love him. I love
That's
them
I'm not gonna
both.
follow you. How am I
I was
gonna?
going to say that's quite an intro, Dom and Kay. Welcome to the show.
He's also very modest. So talk about your credits. He's done a lot of stuff.
Oh, extraordinary talent. Yes.
Maybe a street kid, and I lived part of Long Island, the 5 towns, Jim.
Oh, yes.
Lawrence, and I graduated from Lawrence High School.
Long Island. I'm a Long Island boy originally myself. Yes.
They started in Manhattan. Do you want to go first? You want to?
I don't know. You got the big intro.
Oh, wait a second. Okay. Wait a second. The amazing, fabulous Kay Oliver, who is the writer extraordinaire and has so many credits that I can't even mention them.
Prize-winning writer, script consultant, researcher, trivia, game writer, children's book editor, former copywriter at Warner Brothers, prize-winning novel, short stories for her credit, and so much more. Screenwriter and co-producer of this incredible project, right?
Yes. And we are part of Auburn Productions, which is Donald Watson's company, and he should be joining us later.
Yes, he's here too. Yeah, he's here.
He's here?
He's here in the queue he's having some of that lobster and champagne and truffles you guys had.
So I did those things and as Kane and Oliver, and we started writing together after we joined a partner. I'd written solo, and then we had a partnership with a friend of ours who's still doing work. The novel Jitterbug Lift is our work together, and several award-winning screenplays. And we decided we wanted to do something that actually got made, because we were in development forever on a project and kind of did that roundabout thing. And so now we either write with someone or we write together, and it's just he's such a great partner to have as a writer.
I want to back a little bit.
Yeah.
Being in mainstream a lot of years, and then the indie world, we decided we're doing all these screenplays and these ideas. We have these ideas. Why not turn them into, presentation pilots with a story, a Bible, character development, and all of that, and go out and sell them. So we had several. We had Big City. That's a comedy. Then we had,
which we did with Sasha.
Sasha was the director on that, lovely, and produced it with us.
Yeah.
And then we did another one, a Notorious Gangster project before the pandemic, and then we decided to do this comedy, and we put it all together, and
we decided the world needed a few laughs right now.
Yes, kind of like what I was saying about levity here on our show, laughs and levity, exactly, right?
And playing our ages.
And who could we get better to make us laugh than Marianne, Donald, Dominic, John Bigham, and Ilea Alfaro?
Yes, you mentioned Sasha. Sasha's here as well. Did you want to do a nice intro for Sasha?
Sasha is our brother. Sasha is our lifelong, practically friend and family.
And the godparents of his children.
Co-godparents, yes. And
his lovely wife, Lauren.
They're amazing. Sasha's amazing, and he has a wonderful background that's fascinating, and terrific director. When we did Big Ziti, Carmine Caridi, who is no longer with us, he said Sasha was like working with Sidney Lumet.
Wow.
He was very kind, considering I have no sense of humor and I'm doing comedy. So, what can I tell you?
Oh, no. I've worked with Sidney Lumet on The Wiz, and now I've worked with you, and I can say he was right.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I love that. The viewers are welcoming all of you as well, and I think that's beautiful. Our lovely squad watching around the world, and Sasha, extraordinary background that you have as well. Emmy and DGA award-winning producer of Hill Street Blues. Gang, did you hear that?
You want to go back that far? I mean, we're not that old, are we? Oh, I guess we are.
Nominated for a
We
Daytime
are.
Emmy,
Yeah.
co-directed the award-winning documentary Choppa, The Wedding Canopy, and directed episodes of the TV series Berlin Break and Scarecrow and Mrs. King. Remember that?
All true.
Well. Scripted TV. I produced Scarecrow and Snoops, Nash Bridges, Delaventura, The Division, Commander-in-Chief, Dirt, and most recently, Graceland, Snatch, and Manhunt, along with various other series, TV, movies, and films. So welcome to
All
the
true.
show. It's
Thank
wonderful
you.
to have you here. And how did it come together? We'll sort of build a puzzle here in terms of how everybody started to come together.
Well, as Dom and Kay said already, we've known each other for a very, very long time, and they are the godparents of my children. There was always conversation, should we work, how do we work together? And then when I was doing Hill Street, Dominic had him on several episodes, which was wonderful. And, so we were always finding ways to try and work together. And then one day Dom and Kay call and say, hey, listen, we've got this thing and we want you to direct it. And I said, yeah, sure. And you and who else? And then we put together Baked Ziti, and that was great fun. It was a lovely script that they wrote. It was a short that played in festivals and things. And we always look to see what can we do together, And also, how can we get Dom into a dress again? But that's another story.
There's that.
We got that shot there.
Yes.
There's Baked Ziti.
Baked Ziti.
Yeah.
There it is. Tell us about that.
Well, Kay, you want to start talking about how you guys, Dom, you guys came up with the construct and the concept, which was wonderful.
Right. We had a story with Michael Donnelly, and he gave it to us to produce and make. And I worked on it over a long period of years, maybe off and on over 15 years, just trying to put it together. We had our dear friend, almost niece, Juliet, who's in it, and she would say, oh, I like this line, I love that line, and we'd keep going with it. And it just started together all of a sudden, and we put it on Kickstarter, got the money.
Oh, that's great.
Sasha was our guy from the beginning, and we found our actors. We were thrilled to have the actors. John Bigham, who is in that, is also in Benetoni. It was just a really
Carmen Caridi. It was, and it became very much a project of both love and levity, because we were doing comedy after all, so a little levity goes a long way.
Yeah.
And working with these actors, the unfortunate thing always about working, and same is true here, you never have enough money when you do an independent like this, and you never have enough time. So time becomes money.
Yes.
And the idea then is, how can you move smarter as a director? How can you shorten certain things and know what is important? And the great thing about the way Dom and Kay write is that the comedy just flows. You don't have to stop for the, in quotes, punchline, because there is really no punchline. It's just funny as you go along. And so the whole thing becomes hopefully light and involving and emotionally amusing.
That's fantastic.
And that's sort of what I think we try to do together also. And that it seems to work so far.
Absolutely. We have Donald here as well. Let's bring the incomparable Donald Watson to the show.
Yay,
Welcome, Donald. Nice
Thank
to
you.
see you here. And you guys want to do, this is like a tag team. I love this. You guys want to intro Donald for us?
Okay, well, Donald is the producer, actor. We always write story together with him. We put it through Auburn Productions, his company. We're producers there with him. And he's award-winning. He's both a wonderful historian as well as a contemporary actor, and got a lot of stuff going. Jim, you've got probably more information than that.
Well, his story, story. And, you know,
And he's the Ben in Ben and Tony, seasoned stage and film actor, producer, director,
Tony.
and president of Auburn Productions. His Whitey web series has received numerous awards for his directing and producing and acting, notable for Best Web Series at the Los Angeles Independent Film Festival, and much more. And that's just the short list. So how did Donald? How did you come into the picture a little bit here and join in with Ben and Tony?
I worked with Dominic and Kay before.
Yeah.
And I love working with Dominic as an actor. I really get the juices flowing with him. And they wrote this little piece. We were trying to find something. And they wrote this piece, Ben and Tony. I love the way they write. I love the way they work together. I have directed in the past. I said, I don't want to direct this. I want to have some fun as an actor. I'll try to get some money together. And it was, fortunate enough that we did. And I said, let's get a director. And when they said, I saw a big CD, I thought it was wonderful. And they said, Sasha's aboard. I said, okay, let's go forward. And then when they got Marianne, I mean, her enthusiasm alone on the set, all throughout the whole shoot, I said, wow, I didn't know Marianne. Although we were in New York together years ago, we did not work together. We didn't know each other. But when she came aboard, boy, did she nail it. And she kept the cast and crew really up on with energy, which is fantastic. So I said, yeah, let's shoot it. We got a good cast. We got a good crew. Let's get locations and all the problems that come with that. So, but we did it. And I think we got a really, really good little piece here. And again, Dominic is I mean, it's just wonderful to work with. You sit there and there's no acting. I mean, Dominic and I have known each other and we've worked together.
Yeah.
In this, it was like Donald and Dom just hanging out, having some fun. And
Which is
it
the
was
best.
a good shoot. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
If they could only take direction. I mean, I'm telling you, they were having such a good time.
That's funny. We also have Susanna here as well. Darcy, welcome, Susanna.
Hi.
So would you guys like to do, since I love what we're doing here, this is different, intro Susanna for us? You want to intro Susanna for us?
Well, Susanna is one of the most remarkable human beings I know, who also is very, very talented producer who sees it, knows it, and somehow always manages to put pieces together. I have no idea how, but she obviously has that gift, and many others. And when Susanna was available, and she and I just worked together in Budapest, and I said, hey, let's get Susanna to produce this. So there she is.
And she is a dynamic producer of television series, feature films, luxury live events, musicals, currently in development to pre-production as producer and acquisitions representative on several features through Brick Can Media, which recently acquired a full-service production studio in Prague and a film and TV series sales arm. She's also completed the development phase of a musical featuring a Motown 70s iconic band, which is expected to launch next year as well. That is very exciting. Susanna, welcome to the Jim Master Show Live.
Well, thank you for having me. And hi, gang.
I know. It's kind of like Hollywood Squares.
People. I mean, these are just such salts of the earth, amazing people, and they're all family. It really is all like family. I love every one of you.
So when you heard about this opportunity to get involved in this new sitcom, Ben and Tony, and just for the viewers watching, we have a trailer that we're going to show you, little clips, samples of it, and much more, and some behind the scenes photos during the filming. So when you heard about this wonderful opportunity to get involved with this incredible group and a few more that are going to be joining us in just a second, what was your first thought? Wow, I got to be a part of this one, huh? This sounds great.
I'm in, and let me help any way I can. No matter how busy I am, I'm here to help. And it's family. I love working with everyone, and the team was amazing and collaborative, and I think what we've done is amazing. I'm so proud of it.
That's fantastic. Ernie Charles is joining us as well. Another Yeah. Another incredible performer as well. Who would like to intro Ernie for us? I like this, putting you guys to work. That's
Dami?
cool. You want Dom to do it? Yeah.
Dominic, you can do it.
He's just a great guy. We're in the same group together. There's a film group, an independent group that we're together with. I met Ernie about 6 years ago. We fell in love. We've been acting together, doing scenes like actors do. He's a producer, writer also. He's got some wonderful stuff out there that he's doing.
Yeah.
And you know, when people meet, this is a great country, a great world. I'm from the East Coast, New York City, street kid. Ernie's from the heartland of America, you know, farm country, and the two of us are like brothers.
That's it.
All right?
That's it.
I love him, and whenever he works with projects and the stuff we do, he's 115%, and that's coming from my heart, Ernie, and you know that, brother.
Yeah.
Beautifully said. Beautifully
That's a pretty
said.
good intro or what? I don't know.
What an intro that is, Ernie, huh? Ernie, welcome to the show. Tell us about some of the projects and things that you've worked on that we might be familiar with, or things that you're excited about you're working on as well.
Well, first of all, it's just thanks for having me here. This is great. And this
pleasure.
group is such a great group to work with. They really are. It was a kind of a dream that came together. I remember when they were doing Big ZD, and I said, Donald, I'm Dominic, I'll help you out. What do you need? You know, and I was going to be a part of it. And then I had a short film I was doing called I Need a Drink. Well, I chose that I needed a drink instead. And I shot, that was shooting the same weekend. So I couldn't, you know, cross over and help out, and he couldn't be on my set either. But then they came around later with this gangster project, which I worked on and helped. I helped produce that too and put that together. And that project is so great. I hope that sees light too more one of these days. And then when they came with this one, I was like, yeah, whatever you need, I'm on board. And I jumped in as a producer, and you know, it was great. Just when you need something, you could just call them. If you need something specific, you'd go to Kay. Was one of the ones I'd go to too. Like, she is quiet, but when she says something, she's the final say, so to speak. But then I'd go to Susanna, who was great to work with. And then it was great to bounce things off each other. We needed people at points. We're like, we didn't have a grip a week out. So I went and got one. Because what I did basically was—
Got a grip?
Michael Ojeda's our DP. He's so awesome. So
Yeah, that's it. You know, you mentioned I Need a Drink. And I'm glad you guys, again, enjoyed the lobster, truffles, and champagne in our green room. Only the best. We actually have, and we appreciate Kay and Don for sending this, we have a little sizzle reel from I Need a Drink that we're going to show. Yeah, look here for our viewers to enjoy. Here it is.
Sir, check the mail. Looking for Arthur Rhodes?
That's me.
Oh?
You want information? No drink? No information.
Cheers.
Tomorrow around 10 p.m. and we'll go grab that Albert guy. I'll drive my truck and we'll wait out back for him.
How about I drive and you got yourself a deal?
All right.
Oh my God!
Just a bunch of lowlifes around here.
Yeah, come on, let's go inside, baby, eh?
What's the matter?
That is my ex, Patty.
Well, that sucks.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yay.
Congratulations on that. We also have Dominic Oliver's demo, as well as a couple clips in there that we would love to show that they were so gracious to send our way. And let's take a look at that.
Oh, how you doing? What's up? Don't everybody got a right to eat? As long as you're not knocking over the till, huh?
Hey, Rossi. Look, nothing up my sleeve.
Keep it that way, DeMarco, because I'm always watching. And you tell Kowalski, I can't wait to nail his tail, too. Huh? Yeah? Did I ever tell you the story about my best friend? My parents owned a restaurant in Brooklyn where all the wise guys used to come and eat. One day, the restaurant burned down to the ground. That day, my father died of a heart attack. I found out my best friend, Jimmy Dottino, did it. So I had Jimmy meet me back of our favorite coffee shop. And I stabbed him in the stomach 5 fucking times with a Bowie knife. Threw him in the trunk, wrapped him in plastic, drove him out to Montauk and buried him off of Highway 27.
I know, Tony. It's a charming story. What's your point?
My point? My point is I wouldn't hesitate a second to dispose of your new friend if I felt he was a threat to my relationship with you. I made you.
Highway 27, that's Sunrise Highway that goes all the way out east. That's incredible. That's really fantastic. Thanks for sharing that. We also have something from Donald Watson, too. A little look at some of his work. Gang, let's take a look at that as well.
That's why peace can happen.
Grandpa, why can't we have peace?
That's a good question.
But you have always told me to ask questions.
But that one is a difficult one. It's complicated. It's political.
Grandpa, what do you mean, political?
That's another good question. Well, sometimes we elect these people to represent us, and sometimes they don't do it in our best interest. And arguments break out. Fights break out. Sometimes we go to wars because...
Gibson, I understand you're inquiring about funeral arrangements. Who will they be for?
Myself.
Yourself?
Yeah, I've been feeling a little depressed lately, so I just thought that I'd make arrangements.
Mr. Gibson, if you're contemplating suicide, I'll have to notify the authorities.
No, wait. Let's just say an accident happens. So what do you got?
Well, we have the executive that starts at $25,000, and we go down to what we call the last exit.
The last exit. What does that entail?
Well, let's start with, are you going to be buried or cremated?
Oh, cremated. There's nothing more depressing than being in a box for the rest of eternity.
No, so cremated.
Started by the Indians, and then the fur trappers. They all used this route. And then the light bulb sprang up. And zap! The American Railroad. These tracks were completed in 1888. In May 9th, 1900, we found the Gold Road to the Black Mountains.
Gold?
All the gold in the world.
I'm looking for gold.
Everyone's looking for gold. And with that, say goodbye to loyalty.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Hey, bye-bye now.
Really,
Yay,
really
bro.
nice. Really, really nice. I love that. We have Mary Ann doing her thing on stage at the Laugh Factory. We're going to share that.
Okay.
Strap in, everybody. Here we go. It's a quick little clip, but it's a goodie. Here we go.
Yesterday was my birthday, and I am 74 years old. Oh, wait, baby. You know when black goes crazy. And I never lie about my age. We have to stop being coy and like, oh, how old are you? I'm a woman of a certain age. No, stop that shit. Because that means that we are ashamed of getting older. There's no shame to that. You know? Especially considering the alternative. Fuck that shit.
Mary Ann, can you be more specific?
Okay, so we have obviously gone from the sublime to the ridiculous.
We appreciate that being sent our way, and but this ties in nicely to the work that you're doing, Mary Ann, which is this. Tell us about this. Loud and Proud.
Yes, well, I started a campaign just actually after I did that that set at the Laugh Factory on Mother's Day just this year, and I realized that there are so, especially when it comes to women, the entertainment industry, actually corporate America, actually all of society tends to devalue women as we get older. And so we internalize that shame. And this is about breaking out of that shame, being loud and proud and saying our age. Because when we lie about our age, that means that we're embarrassed. Why? That is absolutely ridiculous, which is why I loved doing this this project, Ben and Tony, because the characters, we are all over 70. All of the actors are over 70. Sasha is over 70.
I am?
Oh, Sasha. Anybody who can do the math can figure that out. But as a matter of fact, you know, as having won an Emmy for Hill Street Blues, I think of this project as defying the over the Hill Street Blues. You know, I mean, you just saw this great body of work from these wonderful actors. They should be working more. You know,
yes.
I should be working more. And we're going to sell this sucker, so we will all be working more. But
Absolutely.
The fact is that we need to change the paradigm on aging. We need to change the narrative, because Becca Levy did a study at Yale University, and people who have a positive attitude about getting older live on average 7.5 years longer than people who have a negative image of getting older. Also, when you have a positive image of getting older, you're healthier. It's a benefit to the economy to put good stuff out there, you know, for older people. And the fact is that we're the ones who are watching television. You know, we are those loyal viewers. So if you build it, Hollywood, we will come.
Absolutely right.
Yay.
Beautifully said. Beautifully said. We have the trailer for Ben and Tony that we want to show everybody. Does anybody want to preface this at all? The trailer?
Okay.
I think it speaks for itself. It's you know, a couple of lifelong who got a problem with a woman, and a lot of other problems follow that.
It's called Enjoy. Just have fun with it.
That's it. There it is, gang, and enjoy.
Cancer? Hell no. No. We'll fight it. We'll beat it. We'll get another doc.
Tony, how are you going to fight God?
Good answer. But we will. We do everything together. And I'm not going to fucking die.
Well, it looks like dying is the one thing I do alone. That's why I brought you over. I thought it over very carefully.
And this was your best idea.
It was my only idea. You know my kids. They can't get anything.
If you're gonna die, murder's an option.
Oh, funny.
You sure this is legal?
So I hear, but my attorney thinks it's stupid.
I know the number one somebody not to tell. Our ex. Lori, how are you?
It's Lariah, babe. I changed it again.
Why? So the marriage please don't catch on? How many is it now? You must be closing in on Larry King.
I saw the letter. I mean, I happened upon it. Oh, there's so much to be done. The boys, the heirs to the candy business, don't fight it. You know I always win because I'm me.
We have to do this now.
Very cool. How does it make you guys feel when you see that trailer? I mean, inching closer and closer. It's really cool, huh?
Well, I don't know. The thing I watch is, are the nails done right, or it's. But no, it's wonderful. It's still funny.
It is. Now, for folks watching or just joining us now, tell us about the premise. Tell us about what they can expect with this incredible new sitcom.
That a good time will be had by all.
That's good, yeah.
Except for Ben and Tony, because I kind of mess with them a little bit. I don't want them to have too much fun.
Yeah. People want to know where they can see it, too. They've been asking that for a while. Is it available anywhere?
Well,
we're working on that.
Is everybody still breathing? Or
Did we lose you?
I think their internet connection. I think they're having problems with their
Well,
internet.
they're on mute right now, so.
We hear everybody, right? We hear you, Ernie, and Donald, and Susanna. We hear you guys, right? Yeah.
I'm good too.
The trailer has just left them speechless.
Right, exactly. Well, the trailer is exactly that. It's a trailer, which now needs to go on the next step. Now we're going to push it. We're going to sell it, and then hopefully everybody will get to see it.
Yeah.
So is there a viewer in mind, or is it really for everybody? I mean, obviously you have the certain demo, you're targeting in a way, but sitcoms of all kinds are beloved by all age groups and generations, as you see when you watch Lucy and Dick Van Dyke and all these classics. They just the Honeymooners. They just continue to watch all of these incredible shows decade after decade.
Don, did you want to say something? Because I think your mic is on, right? Donald, can you hear?
Yes.
Okay. Because you have two boys, and so that's a generation, right? Well, we have two. Well, maybe we have two boys.
And on our next episode of The Edge of Night, we'll find out if they do have the two boys.
Well, there are two boys. We'll find out whose they are.
Everything, Jim, everything to answer your question about where it can be seen.
Yeah.
Everything is sort of like under the wraps right now, and it's not that it's a secret.
Still being put together.
Exactly. We're still tweaking things, and we're getting people interested, and we're waiting to really promote it. And thank you again for this opportunity. We're going to bring it to the forefront. It's in the can. It's done. We're ready to show it. We're just being very selective at this point.
Where it's going to be. Right.
And the cast and crew in this one, I know that it was tight. We filmed it over a period of a couple of days, a weekend, and everybody just came together. And in the pilot, I'm a father of a couple of boys, and I have a son of my own. And I'm in the pilot, I'm the father of a couple of boys. And I won't give away too much, but Tony and I at different times was married to Marianne, but in the movie, of course, somebody else. You
Lori.
see pictures now.
You weren't really married to me, Don. Let's get that straight. We were married to. I've been married twice, but not to you guys.
Exactly.
Thank you for keeping me online. That's right. Thank you for keeping me in check and online.
Straight and
I gotta
narrow.
keep those checks coming, Don.
That's right.
We were
That's
showing
right.
some cool behind the scenes, and thanks for loading us up with videos and photos. We've been working on them throughout the day, putting them into our system, and you guys we'll show some of them, and whoever wants to jump in and show us or describe for us what we're seeing and at what point things are happening, like this shot here. It's a great one.
That's Sasha giving direction.
Yeah, I was just showing them the outside, the beautiful yard, and all of those good things. Yeah. That's a little rehearsal.
So those are in the kitchen and living room of Ben's house.
That's the monitor in which they can watch the playback on too.
And Ben's attorney, Sela, she has to help him out. And a houseless man who they meet along the way and will come in later again and cause some more trouble. Same car scene with him.
All right.
Ernie and John Brigham.
Ernie having a sip of beer on the side.
This isn't a shot from the series, but this is a great photo, gang photo here.
So that was the Ohio
That
for
was
Big
Edie. That's one of the actors.
And Sasha, our executive producer, me, Dom, and our co-lead, Christopher Frederick, who's wonderful in it.
Can I, by the way, Big CD and our Gangster Project and this project, it's all for sale for your viewers, by the way.
No, not just for the viewers, for the industry.
For the industry, but
This story is great. This story is great.
I've got a question because we just said that we're not putting it out there for because they're keeping it kind of under wraps, but it's not under wraps to the industry. So Kay, Dom, did you want to give if some industry people are watching right now and they're interested in taking a meeting with you, how can they get in contact with you?
You want to take that, Kay? Yeah.
Go ahead, Donald.
No, I was just going to say they can get in touch with me through Auburn Productions. The company is on IMBD. Also, they can get in touch with me directly, Don Watson. I'm always available, but mostly it's better by either email or by IMBD. I do have all of my information up on that.
You guys have this new website that we have on the screen here that's being built and created and added to as well, right? So people can funnel everybody to this website here, and there'll be points of contact on the website as well.
Absolutely.
And you guys have done a nice job on that as you've been putting it together and really building it. We have another clip here actually that was sent to us that we would love to show, and this one is Shrunken. Anybody want to tell us about this before we show it?
Shrunken? Is it
the
Shrunken?
That was a We Make Movies project.
That was a We Make Movies project. I did it. It was for YouTube, and it was just this one little scene with this character. It's self-explanatory.
There it is.
The thing with this is YouTube had just opened up down in the down in Culver City area, was it?
It was by the
YouTube. They had they
big studio.
Big studio, and this is back. And we were doing these shorts and these little things. So, oh, wow.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
I was going to say, I know, we dig deep. Here it is. This is Shrunken, Dominic Oliver.
Hey, that one guy over there says you're a psychoanalyzer. Well, let me tell you my story, and you decide what's wrong with me. It started when I was 8. My mother sat me down and made me do homework.
Yeah,
Then
can I
they
assist you in a beer or wine?
I need something a little more complex. You'll understand when you hear the rest. For years, they forced me to go to school and get good grades. Can you believe that shit?
Okay, you know, if you just...
My mother married a real creep. And my father, he married a floozy.
Joe.
And I just got fired from Burgers R Us. I was the manager. And my wife, the princess, she wants everything. Everything was supposed to be right. Everything was supposed to be good. My whole life, everything.
All right, Dominic.
Talk about a teaser. That is something.
Very
You did
good.
that. When was that done?
2017, 2016.
2017. Yeah. Thanks for sending that along and sending all of these clips along for us to see from Marianne and Donald and Dominic and everybody and Ernie too. We have some wonderful things here. Some photos of Ernie doing his thing. Ernie in Alcatraz, National Geographic Channel. Tell us about this, Ernie.
Well, my friend came to me and said they need an FBI chief, and I met with the director, and he ended up using me. And when I got on set, they're like, "You're great."
Yeah.
And it was the show itself is a documentary on Alcatraz, so we did a reenactment of it, and they put us in the time period and everything. Spent time on the beach. It was just so much fun. And then we had a callback. We had another day in a confession room. So it's a lot of people have seen this actually on the Nat Geo channel because it runs over and over.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, I guess I'm an old school broadcaster. I said National Geographic Channel as opposed to Nat Geo.
Nat Geo.
I still say call letters in full to TV radio stations, WXYZ or whatever. Ernie in Galactic Galaxy. Ooh.
Yeah. That was 2 hours in the makeup chair.
Yeah, huh? Yeah. That is cool. And there you are in the makeup chair. That is cool.
Wow.
Look at this shot.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah, as a matter of fact, I just been cast in another Western we're going to shoot next September, I think.
And
this was the same. My modeling shot. Oh wow.
Your mother sent us this one, Ernie.
I got really nice hair. I know.
She approved it. She says, you better send this, you better show this, Mr. Bastard.
My early days in New York.
I'm
in New York City for 7 years.
Wow. Now, I don't see Fabian with us, but we do have this shot. Do you guys want to mention Fabian's involvement in this production?
It does the music for both Big Ziti, the Gangster Project, three of them, and Ben and Tony. And so what you heard under the trailer of Ben and Tony is Fabian's music, and we love that. It's called the Ben and Tony Blues. He's an amazing master musician and composer and a good friend, pal. And he always he also did the music for the last Do Better America PSA that we did. We have a series of those with Donald, featuring Donald as Benjamin Franklin, introducing the subject matter of each PSA.
That is fantastic. We've got a couple more. This is an interesting poster that was sent as well with Dominic. Tell us about Tony and Louise.
Dom, are you always playing a Tony?
I was going to say, went from Tony and Louise to Ben and Tony.
Yeah, right.
Tell us that. How did that happen?
And Ben and Tony, yeah.
It's the only name he can remember.
Look at Louise. It's really big. No. It took a minute.
This is the clip you just showed. Part of this was the clip you just showed.
And Kelly Mellis is a wonderful actress, and I approached her, and
she wrote it.
She wrote a little piece. We tweaked it a little bit. And it's film noir, and it's pretty fun.
Yeah,
you know, an 8-minute piece.
A little dark.
A little
wonderful.
dark, but it played
we mentioned earlier in the beginning, we talked about Big Ziti. For folks that are watching that want to know more about it, tell us about this project.
Well, people can see it.
Yeah, it's on Vimeo.
It's on Vimeo.
It's on Vimeo. Okay.
Yeah, it's on Vimeo, and they pull it up, It's I'll give you the log line. It's two low-level mob guys. They need to put a hit on a rival. They're low-level guys.
Yeah.
So they find a solution in
They're
a
not-
bowl. They find a solution in a bowl of baked ziti. And
So
the tag,
there's-
yes, go girl.
There's nothing logical about that, but it works.
Kind of like the way life is, huh? There's nothing logical about it, but it works. that's
Well,
that's
to give
life.
you a little clarity on it, that it's been around a bit. Again, Sasha directed it. He had 11 actors to work with. We shot this thing in 2 days.
2.5 days. Yeah.
2.5 days.
Amazing job, Sasha.
Comedy.
Thanks.
But the big ZD comes is anybody that sits down, what you just showed there, Vito, something happens, they get struck by lightning, hit by a car, and that's the premise. It was just, that was the premise.
The magical ZD.
The magical ZD. That's really cool. Got a couple more. We have
Don't want to sit with that guy.
don't want to sit with that guy, right? Here's a great one with Sasha here.
Yeah,
that was fun.
Those are two leads, Ronnie Marmo, Sasha, and Christopher Frederick.
And Ronnie Marmo right now is he's doing a one-man show out there called I'm Not a Comedian, I'm Lenny Bruce.
Oh, wow.
Which is also wonderful.
All over the country, and it's wonderful. New York. He was just in Chicago. Marianne got to see the show. Super guy. And again, writing these pieces, we write it for the actors or the characters of minorities. These actors can bring those characters.
Yeah, with Ben and Tony, we got everybody we wanted in it. Right. We wrote the parts with them in mind. We wrote the parts with the house that we used, which is Josh's brother, our brother, with his and his wife's house. We got to use that as location. That was kind of what we envisioned when we started writing it. So it was kind of magical that way.
That is cool. We actually have something also here with Donald Chappaquiddick. Donald, tell us about this one.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Based on the true story of the night that Senator Ted Kennedy was, he had a party and he was driving, her name was Mary Jo Kopechne, and they were leaving the party and going somewhere on their own. And he hit the bridge and toppled over the car. I play in this picture, you can see that's Ted Kennedy's personal doctor, Dr. Watt. And he was the one that gave Ted Kennedy a prescription saying he had a concussion, which he did not, but all part of the cover-up. And wonderful actor, Jason Clarke, he's from Australia. He looked and he caught the Kennedy flavor in the moment, the Boston accent. And Bruce Dern played the father, Joseph Sr. So it was good. We filmed that in Massachusetts. And it was a lot of fun to be working back there. I'm from Boston. I grew up there. And I did a lot of theater in Boston and New York. And when I got the opportunity to audition, I was actually in LA when they were having auditions back there. But I flew back. I did the audition. I know the casting people there. And I flew back here. And they said, "Can you come back for a callback?" A callback. I mean, my work. Please, give me a break here. But, they said the director liked what you did, and we're going to go on with that. And it was fun doing that. It was fun being part of history. I met the writers, and the writers did a lot of research, and they brought it out. That film could not have been made had Ted Kennedy still been alive. They brought out exactly what happened that night. She could have been saved. She was in the car for about, he didn't report it until about 12 hours later. But they say that she was, the water was rising, and if somebody had jumped in, they could have saved her. I was at the table read and looking for the instructions, and it says that Mary Jo, as the car was sinking, Mary Jo is pounding on the ceiling of the car. And I'm saying, geez, are they going to film that as the water is rising? And they did. So and it was a great. The critics loved it. Didn't go too well in the theaters, but the critics did. They liked it very, very much. And it was fun for me going back to my hometown. I grew up in Charlestown. That was actually filmed. That particular scene was filmed in Beverly, Massachusetts, and it was supposed to be the compound or in the compound that we did one scene, and then Beverly was. They actually filmed the car tipping over the bridge, not in Chappaquiddick, which is a small part of not the Vineyard.
Cape Cod.
Yeah, the Cape Cod area,
Yeah.
exactly. And they filmed that particular scene in Mexico. And I didn't get a chance to go to Mexico. I wasn't in that scene. But for me, it was such an opportunity to go back to, again, I grew up in Charlestown.
Yes.
And it was an opportunity to be back there and do some filming. I enjoyed that film very, very much.
Beautiful work. Brilliant. Susanna, how about you? What are some projects that you've worked on recently, including working on Ben and Tony and other things that you have that are in the works?
Well, I just got back from Cannes 2 days ago for the film festival. And so I am on a different time zone and orbit, but I am really putting together a slate of films right now. So that's really what I'm working on. I'm also working on a couple live events. So, you know, as Sasha and Dom and Donald know, that I don't let a lot of moss grow underneath my toes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm working. We're still in rewrites on the musical, and we did 5 new songs on that with some people I can't mention right now, but that's looking really good.
It's exciting.
So lots of things, you know, and it's all about working together, working as teams, and, you know, really finding the right people to speak to. So that's what we're all about right now.
That's fantastic. So everybody has a few things that they're working on and proud of, but at the same time, you have this really special project, and our viewers have been commenting throughout. We've been showing some of the comments. They're very excited about it. They're saying that this is way overdue, and something like this project, Ben and Tony, is needed. And I think it's going to be very well received. And some of it playing off the idea, which I mentioned in the introduction, of the success of the Netflix series Grace and Frankie with Jane Fonda and Lily Tomlin, right? You saw there they put that together, and that became incredibly successful and well received. And then you had Clara Pella, who made a career out of saying, "Where's the beef?" in a later age. So, you know, anybody could do.
Jim, I'd like to have make a little disclaimer
Yes.
about in reference to something that Kay said, because Kay said she wrote these characters based on the act of the people that she knew. And since my character is a little bit of a bee, she didn't really base it on me. Okay, I think it's probably, you know, I played this character Lita Ford in Designing Women, who is Anthony's yuppie from hell girlfriend. You were thinking about Lita, right? Kay, you weren't really thinking about me.
I didn't actually say that I based it on you all. I said we had you in mind, thinking about writing it as we were writing. No, your character's interesting because she has a backstory that makes her more interesting. She's layered, and she takes care of herself because nobody else will. And she's not a bitch. She's actually somebody who thinks she's doing the right thing for her, even though it's not the right for everyone. And
I'm just messing with you, Kay.
But it's just,
yeah.
but it's just the beginning of the series. There's still plenty of room for other things to be developed.
And you know,
there's a lot of storylines that go through this piece.
Right.
Well, I love how these two older gentlemen bounce things off each other, and then this lady, Lori, seems to appear out of nowhere. They go out and do something. They come back. There she is. And she wants money. She's the ex-wife. There's all fun things going on, I guess, you know?
Yeah.
And I think what Dom and Kay wrote and Donald and everyone has helped support is really it's time for these kind of projects. The demographics are all demographics, and it is that time right now. I agree completely on, I think that we look at age a different way now, and we're breaking those barriers. So I think we're going to start seeing a lot more of these kind of films that have that heart, that have that experience, and just the beauty of it as well, and the comedy. Sasha really brought out the comedy.
What was really funny was when I was on set, I almost ruined a few takes because I started laughing because those two gentlemen and that lady were so funny. Sasha almost lost some of your takes. So,
hey,
that's what we had him in mind.
That's what it's for.
Is there
the age?
The age, yeah. Yeah, go ahead, Don.
Go.
Oh no, yeah,
I
go
was
ahead.
going to say, Billy Crystal now is on doing Mr. Saturday Night on Broadway.
Right.
He's dancing, singing 6 nights a week.
74.
He's 74 years old, and he's in great shape. So the age thing is there. It's this thing about
people are doing
stigma.
it.
It's seven. I think
Stones are on tour.
7's the new 5s. Is that it? 7 is the new 5.
The one thing that when this thing sort of showed up, it wasn't like we were looking for something to write. It just happened. It just came to be, and we told it to 2 people, and they said you have to write it. And they and the lady who is in memory of on our piece, who was going to help us get it done. She passed away last year unexpectedly, and those people really encouraged us to keep going, to keep doing it, and to find a way to get it out there, because it's Grace and Frankie, it's the Kaminsky Project, it's in a sense Only Murders in the Building, then and Mr. Saturday Night, and so on. There's a niche for this that Kaminsky's now not filming, and Grace and Frankie's now not filming. We're here, guys.
Right.
And there's something I'd like to say too about I think. Sasha mentioned it a little bit earlier. The fact that her writing is so, it's dialogue. She has an ear for how people speak in general. Sometimes you get a script and it's sitcom writing. This isn't sitcom writing. It's not it's not jokey, but it's funny because she's got that ear. And then when you get the right people and they can inhabit the characters as full human beings, the humor comes naturally.
I like that.
This
That's
gentleman
so true.
actually was the casting director on all of our pieces, and I have to give him credit for knowing what's going to work. And like I said, we have these lovely, beautiful people in our lives and have had for many years, and it's kind of an easy sell to figure out who's going to bring it home.
I'll ask each of the main stars this question. I'll start with Marianne. Marianne, what is it like working with Dominic and Donald?
Yeah.
There's your answer.
Okay.
That's the answer. Freeze frame. Freeze. Don't move an inch. Freeze that.
That's it. I'm done.
Keep it clean. Keep it clean.
No, it was very comfortable. It felt like family, and it was easy peasy. It was the way that I like to work.
Mm-hmm.
It was very organic, and we had work to do, and we got it done. And with Sasha as our fearless leader, he has, somebody said that maybe you reminded them of Sidney Lumet. I've also worked with Gary Marshall 3 times. You're very much like Gary too, in as much as that it's kind of like he comes in, he listens to the actors, he pays attention to the actors, so he knows what kind of zhuzh they've already got going for them, and then he just lets them run with it. He'll say maybe a little bit more, a little bit less, a little up, a little, but that's it. He goes with his gut, and he trusts his actors. So thank you, Sasha.
And they trust each other, which is also extremely important.
And they trust each other, which is really important. Dominic, what was it like, or what is it like working with Donald and Marianne?
Oh,
Keep
terrible,
it clean,
terrible,
Don.
terrible.
I noticed there's a running theme about the clean.
Hey.
This
Age
segment
has
is brought
nothing
you
to
by
do with it.
Lysol.
You know, I learn my stuff. I show up, and then I'm ready for anything. You know, I come a little bit out of improv and stuff. So, and we just breathe each other, trust each other, and you make it like a family. You know, you want good vibes. You don't want all the crap and egos that we hear about in the industry. When you come together, working with Marianne is lovely, sweet. Donald is a sweetheart. He's easy to work with. Yeah, I just like working, you know, and just play and just bring it to it, you know, bring it home. And that's what I try to do. And they're pros. We're pros. That's why with this particular piece, for me, it's like, why not these actors? The two other actors are not here. Wonderful, wonderful talents. And why not these actors? There's a lot of us out there, and why not? We can deliver it.
You mean to do it?
To do the show. To do the show, of course, to do the show. But working with Donald, I've worked with projects on Donald. The gangster thing was great. Yeah. That's like from 10 to 2 o'clock. After 2 o'clock, I can't work with Donald. But
Is that AM or PM?
PM.
I'm guessing
only
PM.
Kidding. And Marianne.
After the lobster's easy.
After the lobster.
Right.
Yeah, I get Dunkin' Donuts. He gets the lobster. Figure that one out. But Marianne, and back to Marianne, I can't say enough. I can't say enough about that lady. Easy.
Oh, go ahead, Don. Try.
Well, you know, what we work. We show up, we deliver. We don't know. It's that moment in film and television. It's just that film, just that one little moment that you want. You know. And sure. And
absolutely.
Love Donald. Back to
Yeah.
Donald. Love the guy. I mean, we've been together now how many? We just met and we
5,
kissed.
6 years, 7.
We had a reading at
Fantastic.
this group that we were with. We had a reading. I didn't know Donald. We had this reading on stage, and we just flew with it, and it was nice. Oh, we got a couple of actors here. So through that process, we've become closer and closer and started producing stuff.
That's incredible. See, that's a beautiful
I just
thing.
put it out there. We can do better America. All these nonpartisan 30-second PSAs that we did, Jim. We did about 3 years ago. We have a half a dozen out there. One was last year, and they're all 30 seconds apiece. 30 seconds.
Minute.
A couple of them are a minute. Different issues, nonpartisan issues in our country. And Donald portrays and does Ben Franklin as one of his characters that he does with his touring company that he has back east in Boston. And I said, hey, man, I got this idea. Let me bring my wife in. Let's do this thing. You want to do Ben? He said, sure. So now Ben Franklin is now here.
He's got 2 Bens to his
He's got
credit.
2 Bens to his credit. So,
And 2 Tony.
Up next.
That's it. No, that's wonderful. And what you've said about working with Marianne and Donald, I think is so pivotal for people to be hearing on this show right now, sort of behind the scenes, talking about the affection and respect that everybody that's on the screen right now has for one another. So when they see the series, having watched what's happening right here, on this show, they will have a deeper appreciation of what goes into it, a real appreciation that what they're seeing on the screen amongst the actors and knowing behind the scenes the work of the crew and the time and blood, sweat, and tears that goes into it all, they'll have a deeper appreciation for what is being presented to them. And they'll realize that Dom and Donald and Marianne have this respected relationship here, and it's true affection, and they honor each other's work, and they love working together. So that's going to be it. It sells it. It's the believability factor, and they're seeing it here, evidenced right now, without the glitz and glamour of being on set. You're right here, and you're talking about each other in ways that's like one wonderful family. And I think that's fantastic that it's gelled in this way with each of you. Donald, to you, how does it feel for you working with Dominic and with Marianne?
There's so many different techniques of acting. I was trained Meisner, I was trained method, and I agree with Marianne, it's organic. When you come to the set, I didn't work with Marianne. I hardly knew her. We had a lunch date before that where Kay, Dominic, and I was introduced. I didn't know how Marianne would work. I know how Dominic, we always have these little issues about how we're going to get there. I had a great acting teacher, and she is in Venice, California, Sharon Chatton, I will mention her name. And she said that it doesn't matter as long as you get there. You have to get there. And a wonderful director, he just said, let the actors, I'll just, let them go. And he was always available. Talking about being available, I'm looking for an actor because everything's instinct. The technique comes in when the instinct is not working. If you have that instinct and you have somebody that's giving you something, then it's like, okay, I could play all day.
Yeah.
And Dominic and I have worked together, so I know that we're going to get there. Marianne was so given. And I'm saying, this is going to be fun. She came in. We open our senses and we listen. And I hear what she's saying as Ben. And I'm saying, yeah, I can react to that. As opposed to, oh, here comes my next line. So these actors were very, very giving. The director let us play. He said, okay, this is what I want, boom, boom, boom. And we went out and we played. And I had a ball. Because sometimes when you're working on a set, it's not that the other actor is not giving you. It's just that, okay, that technique is a little different.
Right.
I'm going to have to work around that a little bit. But on this one, I became friends with Marianne. She's so giving. And Dominic and I, we click. We may get off the set and say things like, does that technique work for you? Does this work for you? But again, my teacher said, as long as you get there, the director is happy. And the actor's job is to go there. Mm-hmm. That's the actor's job, no matter what it is. I did we were talking about the gangster film, and I was pulling teeth and shooting people. My son came up to me after watching. He said, all my life I knew you as a gentle man. I see this. And I said, that's acting. That's acting. But to answer your question, I really enjoyed working with Dominic and Mary and the others. John Bigham and Ilea. I mean, fantastic cast.
Yes.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. And we all approach it. We may approach it a little different, but we get there. And that's up to the Sasha, great director. I like the way he did it. That's up to him to say, yeah, we got the bouillabaisse, we got the soup.
And I'd love to ask Sasha, what is it like for you with this extraordinary, working in television myself? I'm very, honored that you're with us as well. You've worked on some of the most iconic series of our time. What's it like working with this incredible entourage of fabulous talent, Sasha?
It's all intimidating. I get scared terribly when they come on.
Where are you appearing? What comedy club are you appearing? Because I'm buying tickets. I'm buying tickets.
It's my living room. Just how I do it.
I love it. It's perfect.
Absolutely. I think it was what was so wonderful. I mean, obviously, I've known Dominic for a long time. I know who he is. I know how. I've directed him before, and but when it came to the triangle, it was absolutely wonderful to just watch how they already like each other. I don't have to do much.
Yeah.
And because they like each other and because they trust each other, and trust is something as a director, I have to grow. I have to build on stage. I have to create it with them. And it was so easy because they already had so much of it. And then you have to trust the words, And, since English is not my first language, it's very easy. I don't understand any of it. So just let them go. They just do it and it's perfect. But it was absolutely a joy to see. You go to Don and you say, Don, can you just adjust this a little bit? He goes, oh yeah, I get it, and off he goes. And it becomes a very different moment, and it's all about moments as far as I'm concerned. So
moments,
it was fun, and the fact that we did what we did in a day and a half, basically, is also pretty remarkable.
Yeah,
it is. That absolutely is.
Yeah.
Shows you how prepared they were.
Yeah. Susanna, I'd love to ask you, Susanna, too. What's it like for you working with this incredible grouping of immense talent?
They just brought me along. I'm like I just kind of kept them in line, and they were already going.
Jim, I want to give a shout out to the crew.
Yes.
Because it was I always felt so taken care of. If I needed water or anything, there were people asking me, can I get you in? I mean, it was a lovity fest.
Yes.
It was a lovity fest.
For sure. And the crew was absolutely marvelous on so many different levels. It was that we adjusted as always on a set. There's certain things you just can't do, or the light isn't right, or and they responded, and it was a small crew, which was again, it'd be nice to have one extra hand sometimes, but when you don't have it, you adjust, and they did just a wonderful, wonderful job.
How about you, Ernie, working with this incredible cast and crew as well, and talent? What was it like working with them, and still is?
Yeah, I can't wait to see this project go where it's going to go. It was fun because they would ask things and I would ask them things. Do we have this? Do we have that? And it seemed like whoever I would talk to, whether it was Suzanne about something, or Dominic, or Kay, or Donald, they would always have like, well, how about this? How about that? And if things didn't work, but we found everything we needed, and it all came together. It really did. So, and it's like when you produce something, you're going to have obstacles. That just happens,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
cool experience.
That's cool. And Kay, how about you as well, working with this wonderful group here?
Well, I mean, I'm going to say a couple things. One of them is that everybody here is wonderful at what they do. They're also so creative. This is a really creative team to begin with. Ernie's a writer, producer, director, actor on his own. Susanna's a force of nature. She is always everywhere and doing so many things, and she gets it all done. She jumps in with something and figures it out. Sasha, we've worked with so many times on not just this, but other family things, and he's probably the center of the family in all things. Donald, Marianne, Ilea, John, the cast was everything that I think both of us knew it would be. The crew is fabulous, and Ernie, got to give special credit to Ernie and Susanna for making the trains run on time, because we had COVID, we had COVID tests, we had $3,000 of our tiny budget went to COVID. The fact that we got this stuff done, the fact that Ernie and his relationships with some of the people on the crew, our DP/editor, Michael Ojeda, is amazing. His gaffer Juan, his gaffer Tristan, his wonderful assistant camera Juan. Just everybody pitched in, and they know what to do. They want to make everybody look good. They want to make it work. And like Sasha said, really, it ultimately came down to almost a day and a half to get a 2-day or more shoot done. And seeing it brought to life in the way we imagined it is really special.
Was it filmed on the East Coast or the West? Can you say the region where it was filmed or being
Right here
filmed?
in Northridge.
Right there.
Northridge, California,
Right
at
here, north at Sasha's brother
and
So that's
sister-in-law's
where-
house, and they were
that's
so
great.
kind to host
Yeah.
us for this. Ira and Suzanne, we love you. You did this wonderful favor for us, and we so appreciate it.
That is fantastic. We have a couple of comments. They've been commenting, and thanks for these great comments, everybody. At 73, I'm looking forward to seeing these people that I can relate to. They want to see on television. So that could be, one of the options. Of course, there's streaming and all these platforms and services now. Russ Coley says that almost 70-year-old seasoned individual. I'm excited about watching a show that represents my peers and smart, clever, and wise. That's great as well. Terrific. Yeah.
Lovely.
So there's a number.
Say, Jim.
Yeah.
A while ago, you mentioned where they can get in touch. Can I give you the phone number of Auburn Productions?
Sure.
Yes. So that's the producers of Ben and Tony. Auburn Productions, 617-794-7512. And they want to call. We'll have updates about when we can see it, when you can see it.
Now, is Auburn tied into Auburn, Massachusetts?
It's actually very good street.
By Worcester?
It's a very good question, Jim. It's the street that I grew up in Charlestown, Mass. I grew up on Auburn Street.
Auburn Street. Wow.
And we have that picture as the logo as well.
I was just in Massachusetts earlier today, up in Great Barrington, for this traveling show I do on CBS, and we were
great area
having Southern style barbecue. It was a nice assignment, a very nice assignment. We actually have some sad news that we just learned while we were chatting. I don't know if you guys are already aware of it, but actor Ray Liotta has passed away at age 67 in his sleep in the Dominican Republic. Goodfellas, I remember him years ago, Marianne Wood as well, many on Another World, one of the places where he got his start in Another World. That's sad to hear at such a young age. Yeah, and a great actor, of course, as well, huh? So this is really, again, Godspeed to his family, too, at this difficult time. A lot of people just really, they've been commenting throughout, and I'm so glad, Pam says, I'm glad you are bringing the sitcom. I guess they want to see it on TV. They keep mentioning TV. Several years ago, heard people who create shows are supposed to start bringing more shows for us older people. So there was a talk, I guess, a few years ago where they wanted to service more of a crowd above the age of 50, and that sort of stalled or went away. But it's so nice that you guys are doing that. And I think this is the start of something really exciting. It was something really, really exciting. It's a pleasure having all of you here. Now, I just want to show you, and Marianne knows, that towards the latter part of every episode of the Jim Masters Show Live, because we have a lot of TV sort of stuff here. Gilligan is here and many others. I Dream of Jeannie's bottle is right behind me over here. But speaking, and so perfect for this conversation, Mr. George Burns is with us this evening. Now, talk about the seniors at their best. My aunt collected dolls, aunt in West Hartford, Connecticut. My mother is the youngest of 16, believe it or not. And my Aunt Lillian collected dolls of all kinds. And she collected the George Burns doll, the official doll, when he turned 100, and it got passed down to me. He always pops in with a cigar, his red hanky, his tux, and he said, "You guys knocked it out of the park." And since he played God and he played God in the movies, he said, "You also got God on your side." There is the ultimate, showing you that you can keep doing it. And Jack Lemmon too, Walter Matthau with their movies. It was a Grumpier Old Man was another, and hilarious. Great stuff. So, you're only as old as you feel. it's all, the young at heart thing is really true. And whenever anybody says that they're old or any of that, I say, you know what, you're a seasoned veteran. And they're like, I like that better. I'm a seasoned veteran. You guys are amazing. This really was very, very special. And to come on while this is on the cusp of, things happening, I think it was really, really beautiful, all of you coming. And
we are grateful to you for having us on. Thank you, Jim.
Absolutely. Thank you
so much, Jim.
The pleasure is all mine. You're all, welcome back again, individually, collectively. I would love for you to keep me posted as things, I know Marianne will, but now I think all of you will. Let's stay together. And as things are brewing, I'll be very happy to share more of it right here live on the show.
Great. Thank
with
you.
everybody. Merlin watching in Ontario, Canada. It's been really good meeting all of you. Good luck. You are all Jim Master Show lovities. That's awesome. So for Marianne, that's double lovity because she got lovity already. Marianne, that's good stuff. There's Oscars, Tellys, Grammys, Tonys, Peabodys, Emmys, but when you get something like this, you got a lovity on the Jim Master Show live. How's it make you feel? Are your feet tingling, gang?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm going to add to my resume that I made Dominic Oliver's feet tingle.
Maybe not just the feet.
When he became a lovity. When he became a lovity on the Jim Master Show live.
There you go.
Really, really cool. Good stuff. And thanks to everybody for all their terrific comments. We really appreciate it. And you guys are the best. Any parting words before we wrap? Anything about the conversation we had tonight, being on the show, or anything you'd like to share, gang?
I'll just say that it's been a great.
Having us.
And thank you, Jim, for having us. It's been great.
Yeah, very much.
Thank you indeed.
The pleasure is all mine. I hope the show met whatever expectations you had, and you enjoyed the time with me as much as I have with all of you.
I told you were going to like these people.
You hang out with some good people, Marianne.
Yeah. And don't forget, you're one of them now, Jim.
Safe.
Yes.
That's right.
Everyone out there, please be safe.
Yes.
Be safe and happy and healthy.
Yeah.
Good night. Say good night, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie.
This is what we love to say. Russ says, Jim, I'm a fan, and I'll be back. I love it.
I'll be back. Yeah.
I'll be back.
Thanks for all the time as well. Your time, your wit, your wisdom. I wish you all continued success. Susanna, thanks for hanging in there because I know probably you're jet lagged or time zones. I mean, that's really gracious of you as well. And Ben and Tony, don't miss it. We will keep you posted on it as things are going along. And you've got a wonderful cast here as well, and crew and creators. And Crystal says, congratulations, cast. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Spread the word about the Jim Master Show live. I would absolutely love that, gang. Really, it takes a village, as we all know. And you guys are the best. Have a terrific night. And thanks for being with us. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody. See you on the set.
Take care,
Bye.
gang.
Love you guys.
You're all the best. And Marianne, thank you very much for connecting us and bringing it together. I really appreciate that. You are a definite lovity, Marianne.
Oh, and thank you for having me, and thank you for being open to this because this is a worthy project, and thank you for bringing us along.
Absolutely, my friend. Let's stay in touch, okay?
Absolutely, you got it.
We'll see
yeah,
again
I know
soon.
your hair's a little longer. You got a little bit more hair this time.
It's just the way every day it's something different. I styled it differently, I guess, huh?
I guess, yeah.
Does it pass the test?
It looks good. Yes, it's very virile. I don't know. It just popped into my head.
Virile.
I don't know.
Gang, if you don't know what that is, Google it.
Okay.
Take
Bye. Okay, take care.
We always have fun with you, Marianne. You're the best.
Okay, bye.
Take care, Marianne.
Okay,
Bye-bye
bye,
now.
Joe.
What a great way to end. Your host is virile. my night is made. How about you? I don't have any other words that would top that. Really fantastic. There's the website, gang, benandtony.com. And what a great group. You know, there's a lot of years of expertise and talent, stage, film, television, on screen, behind the scenes that we had collectively on this. I think our equipment is smoking from the amount of talent behind the scenes and on camera that joined us and graced our presence tonight. We're talking about the stars and creators of the new sitcom, Ben and Tony. We will definitely keep you abreast of when it's coming out, where it's going to be. I know some of you have said you'd like to see it on television, internet, elsewhere. Again, really fantastic. And there's some of the promotional that we used in our promos on air and behind the scenes as well. And there is, it's a terrific graphic, isn't it? Yeah. I'm talking about Marianne, Dominic, and Donald and the whole crew. And again, it takes a village. What's really nice, what I thought was that I really enjoyed about this conversation is the fact that, like I said earlier, they all have mutual respect for one another and they have their own, you know, individual careers and body of work. But sometimes when you're brought together as a team, it gels and it works. And in this case, we're dealing with folks who've been doing this for a long time. So there's already this mutual respect. They know how to get it done. They've been there. They've done it. You know, they've had things thrown at them last minute. They've had situations, each of them individually in their careers, they've had to figure things out fast. So, you know, when coming together on a new project like this, some of the things that when you're just starting out in the career seem monumental and, oh my God, the world is ending and how are we ever going to do this? Or I can't deal with that person and I'm not going to work with that person. They're beyond all that. They've been doing this for a long time. They know how to adjust and move and work with it to make it work because they've been doing it a long time. And I love those kinds of scenarios. And that's what you're going to get with this. And very funny, too. It's going to be well written, beautifully written and acted and shot and all the rest. Merlin says, I hope it gets picked up by a television network. That would be fantastic. Absolutely. Crystal says, it's great to work with a cast that's like family. Yes, you are absolutely right. Nikki says, that was so cool. I agree. And Crystal says, that was great, Jim. I was late, but so glad I'm able to watch what I heard. And again, if you missed anything, gang, you can see it all in our archives right here at Jim Masters TV on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. That really helps us further this broadcast and these series of episodes we do every single day, some 700 episodes here. Thanks to the cast for being here. Thank you, Jim, from Kathleen in New York City. You're very, very welcome. Jane watching in Sweden, as always, one of our regular lovelies. Thanks for all the guests being here tonight. Thanks, Jim. We thank you as well, Jane. You are always here. Nikki says, what a pleasure this has been. Thanks to all, especially Jim. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Crystal says, congratulations to everybody as well. I love that. So nice. You guys are really terrific. Thanks for all this lovely. Kathleen in New York City says, Jim, thank you. See you Monday. Oh, that's right. She's working the next 3 night games. So she works for the New York Mets. And she actually works with the team. So the next 3 nights she's going to be working because that means they're home. They're at Citi Field. And the Mets are my team. And I don't want to say anything more because they've been doing very well. And if I say anything more, I might jinx it. So you have a good time. I do want to let you know that something really exciting is happening tomorrow. Tomorrow, the cast of, and now we have 2 shows tomorrow. This one actually just developed about 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago. The stars and creators of the new comedy web series, Jade and Jaded. We have Jade Zaroff and Sarah Franco. They are really terrific actresses, writers, producers. Jade is a comedian and so much more. And they have this very popular, this is actually, believe it or not, under Emmy consideration right now. This is under Emmy consideration, this web series. And they love the Jim Masters Show Live, they said. So their PR contact, because we do hear from a lot of public relations people and agents and managers who want to put their the people they rep on our show, which we appreciate. And they contacted us and said they want to come on your show. So I said, absolutely. When? They said, well, they're actually up for Emmy consideration now. Can we have them on soon? I said, all right, let's move some things around. They'll be on 4:30 Eastern tomorrow, 1:30 p.m. Pacific, and it's going to be a really great conversation. That's followed by at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, Broadway actor and Broadway star. He was in The Scarlet Pimpernel. He was in a lot of incredible shows and on Broadway and film work. He also, that picture you see in the middle, he was on the Times Square billboard. He did the underwear ads for Jockey. At the same time, he was in The Scarlet Pimpernel, which is quite amazing. Charles West, he was a prolific actor and is now a life coach and an inspirational speaker, motivational speaker, and also a hypnotherapist. And he's going to be joining us live as well. Last night, my dear friend Lucy Arnaz was with us. A lot of people watching that episode, actress, singer extraordinaire, daughter, of course, Lucille Ball, and of Dizzy Arnaz. She was amazing. If you didn't see that episode, the incomparable Joanna Gleason was with us, Tony Award-winning actress and singer. We had a phenomenal conversation. Love her as well. She was really, really fantastic. And about 689 other episodes you can watch on our show. We thank our friends, the stars and creators of the sitcom Ben and Tony. We'll keep you abreast of that. You are watching the Jim Masters Show Live, entertainment, lifestyle, variety talk show series. If you enjoyed this episode, definitely on the YouTube channel, Jim Masters TV, give it a thumbs up. When you do that, YouTube sees it, and then they take the episode and they blast it out to more people. And leave a comment for us as well. We would love that. That helps us grow what we're doing here at our series as well. Mixing some of the old school styles of talk shows like Cavett and Carson, Merv, Mike, Regis, with a modern twist and a modern vibe of today. That's what we are doing here. And don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. You've got a red subscribe button there. We would love if you did that. That really helps us big time as well. Recently, we celebrated our 2-year anniversary, and some of our amazing guests sent in, and we had an epic 2.5 hour show on Sunday. If you missed it, you can see it on a YouTube channel. We had an epic. It was really fantastic. All the tributes that came in, we appreciate, but also we had special surprise guests and so much more. And it was really, really special. If you didn't see that episode, check it out. Starring in The Bold and Beautiful, my buddy Sean Kanan was with us. He's been on the show 3 times. He was also in General Hospital. We showed this during the anniversary show, but if you missed it, he had these words for us.
Hey there, Jim. Greetings from Los Angeles. How are you, brother? Well, congratulations. 660 shows, your 2-year anniversary. What an amazing accomplishment. And you only have another 7,340 shows to go to catch up to Bold and Beautiful. Just kidding. Well, actually, I'm not, but thank you so much for everything you do for so many people. You bring so much joy and happiness, levity to so many people. And thank you for having me as a guest. And I look forward to many more happy returns for both of us. All the best, pal.
Thank you very much, Sean. Our friend Sean Kanan, you see him on The Bold and Beautiful now on CBS, of course. You know who was with us too? Somebody pretty amazing. He had these words. He was a guest. So you can see full episodes with these guests. The amazing Kreskin, world-renowned mentalist, was with us as well.
Rolling.
This is Kreskin. Of course, you know me as the amazing Kreskin. And I'd like to congratulate you, Jim Masters, on your 2-year anniversary of the Jim Masters Show. It is a wonderful program, and I was very happy to be a part of it when I was interviewed by you. My video with you got a lot of responses and brings me a great joy. Well done, Jim, and keep up the great work, as I know you will.
Thank you, our wonderful friend, the amazing Kreskin. Wonderful New York actor Steven Sorrentino is with us. He's working on some cool projects as well. And he also did a nice tribute video, and we appreciate that. Here it is.
Hey, this is Steven Sorrentino, actor, comedian, songwriter, weirdo, all that stuff. Did you ever just meet somebody and within 15 seconds you know that you kind of feel you know them your whole life? That's Jim Masters for me. When I got interviewed by Jim, I felt like I knew him and that we had grown up together. It was really a cool connection, and that's what Jim does, and that's why he's so successful. Congratulations, brother, on the amazing success that you have, and keep going as strong as you can. I'm a big fan, so keep it going. Everybody keep watching, and he's full of surprises. I like this Jim Masters guy. He's cool. Cool. Cheers, brother.
And no, we did not write scripts for them to say. They said what they said from their own heart and their own soul. So, and that makes it even better. You know, Sam Cosman is a legend in the industry in voiceover, too, of so many characters, animated characters and more. He was even on the Bob Newhart show and more. He had these fun words.
Well, let me think. This must be the Jim Masters show. I got to tell you, Jim has got to be one of the greatest interviewers I've ever had the chance to work with. He's really, really good at what he does, let me tell you. So I want to wish you a very happy anniversary, and I'm thrilled to be on your show. Call me anytime. I'm just showing off my cartoons in the background there. There's my Bullwinkle and all that. Anyway.
Oh, Billy, Billy, Billy. Happy anniversary, Jim. Oh.
Take it easy. Hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
You can't top that. Just some of the ones that came in from some of our guests that have been here. We thank you very much for joining us for this episode. Again, we'll be back tomorrow. 2 great episodes live back to back. That's going to be, I'm going to have to squeeze in my dinner in between, which is usually what happens if I remember to eat because we're so busy. We have the stars of the new comedy web series Jade and Jaded at 4:30 p.m. Eastern, 1:30 p.m. Pacific. And again, Broadway actor, life coach, hypnotherapist Charles West is going to be with us as well. Thanks for being with us, gang. We love you all. As we always say, we don't say goodbye here at the Jim Masters Show Live. We say Moi Loop, which in African means walk well. We also say slancha, and we say cheers. We say auf Wiedersehen, hasta la vista, ciao, sayonara. Catch you later, but we don't say goodbye because we'll always be here for all of you as long as you're here with all of us. It's always a wonderful time when we get together, isn't it? You never know where the show takes us, and all these wonderful guests, all the interactivity with our viewers. And we absolutely love it. Something special and unique we've created here, gang, for all of you. And it's a blessing to have all of you here. So for all of us at the Jim Masters Show Live, thanks for being with us. For those watching live, we'll see you on the next one. For those who are watching this later in the archives, stay right there, binge watch. There are several hundred episodes you can watch, and we appreciate that. Cheers to you, Crystal. Yeah, the anniversary show was absolutely awesome. I agree. Thanks, gang. We love you all. And thanks for being a part of this episode of the Jim Masters Show Live. We'll catch you on the next one. Be well. Cheers.